We're here relaxing, breathing. This week I was around a mom who was bragging so much about daughter in an orchestra being a concert master. And what that is the person who everybody else in the orchestra has to tune to them. So this person gets tuned and they play a note and everybody has to match that note. So this makes it so that the whole orchestra is integrated together. It all sounds good. When somebody plays a C, everybody plays the same C. So that way there's harmony and it sounds really good to the audience. There's a quote that we use in our society sometimes that says, I march to the beat of my own drum. But imagine if all the parts of your body kind of marched to the beat of its own drum. Like the heart was doing one thing, the brain was doing something else, the legs were doing, like there could be craziness going on. And in contrast to that, there's a state called coherence where the brain waves match the heart waves, the rhythms that they go through, and the brain starts to train the heart that it can calm down. It's the relaxing environment. Everything starts to work more coherently. And it's like the zone where it's like an effortless use of the body, use of the muscles, things that are just flowing together perfectly. So this integration that we're trying to work on in our class today, that's our intention. And we're imagining it like a big orchestra. Each part of our body is like a different section or a different instrument. And as we move it, we start to try to tune things all the way together so that way things work a little bit more coherently by the end of class. So that's the image, that's the idea we're playing with today. So with that, let's begin to stretch out. The arms extend all the way to the back. Wall, inhale. Exhale, sway over to one side. Arms and legs like a big banana. Come back to long. Exhale, second side. Take it a few times. Start to feel the breath matching the movement that's happening. Start to feel how the different muscle groups are connected. Last side, leaning over. When we're back to long, take the right knee into chest. Big hug, maybe some ankle rolls. Imagine this right half of the body trying to work toward greater integration for a moment. You're ready, the legs start to extend up to sky, hamstring stretch, grab onto the leg, extend it out. Next exhale, hook the right heel to back left and slide the shin into chest, into right hip. So a big part of our practice is helping the physical body integrate together. But another aspect of it might be working through some of the other layers. Maybe there's emotions that come up. Imagine emotion is just energy in motion. If you let it stay in motion, it can transform rather than stagnate. There's layers of spiritual level, the mental level, and even those layers integrate together. Try another huge breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Unhook this leg, drop it. Left knee into chest, starting to move the second half. With ankle rolls. Leg extends up to sky. Look the tail to back right, slide the shin in. The breath flows in, out. Bring out the leg. As we start to sit up, we're kicking the feet up front. The thumbs to the back end. We're heading upside down. We're going to play with the Vitruvian leg wrap variation. So lean halfway back, and then wide legs, wrap the legs around, and then get the fabric to cover the knee pads up. So from there, crunch, kind of grab fabric above where the feet are. Squeeze the knees together. And continue to rise. Good. Once you're here, let's pinwheel the legs. We're facing hooks toward the center. Yeah, just push it down. Wide legs and wrap. You got it. Push against the fabric, line in front of you. A little bit of strength, but push. Hands above where the feet are, and squeeze your knees to the middle. That's it, and then continue on. Got it. Okay, roll to the other side. And push this to the one. Feel yourself even able to engage the core just a little bit. Just a little tighter. Switch sides. When you're back to the middle, take a slight back bend, grab above your head each side, and then arch forward with the hips to the point that it's still comfortable for the low back. Stay until you're satisfied. I'm going to scoot the hips back inside. Let yourself hang. Give yourself some inversion time. You can add some crunches if you'd like. Start to let go and you'll be there. Notice with the release from that pose, there's kind of a release in the inner thigh compression. Eventually, when you flip back up, right side up, you'll feel the blood flow to that thigh area, just perfusing it with blood. If you're up before others, you can either add little arm or neck stretches, or you can just use this as a quiet meditative moment to create internal alignment. Here are 4 more breaths. Head up, right side up. Ready? We'll take a twist toward front door, bunching the fabric. The right arm stretches to back wall or circles around the back side of the head. And we'll release the side. You'll feel how that helps the piece. Facing toward the center of the room, punch that side of the fabric. Walk the arm straight, and that leg stays up and over. We'll come briefly into our little total cocoon shape. So feet come in, and the bottoms of feet just rest together. Here, sometimes I'll rest the forehead to touch forward or the back of the head to touch backward. Close the eyes. Scan through the system. See if you can kind of energetically align things even just a little closer. More breaths, deep and full. Let's stretch out wide, the arms on the outside of the fabric, helping to aid that side stretch. Bringing out each foot. That's a helpful step to get both feet into the fabric in front of us. So one hand finds the middle and pushes into it. One foot there, one foot comes up, and then second foot right up to the fabric in front of your feet. Fly the legs as high as they can. By kind of pushing into the fabric and spreading it out, stop rocking. It'll allow hamstrings to relax. If you can still breathe deep into belly. Stay here or go to cobbler, bottoms of feet sliding back together. You choose how low the heels go to pelvis. Just a moment, we'll be heading to a vampire pose. But if the last pose or this pose is really getting your body in just the right spot and you want to stay here a little bit longer before that, that's totally fine. Let's transition to vampire. Take 2 more breaths right here. And full. Let both feet slide to the front and the mirroring. Lay back flat. We need to get a little bit less fabric on the neck, so step the feet in close to the glutes and then slide the fabric down. Do that a couple of times until you've got one good, safe, thin layer covering shoulders. Whenever you have that, hands reach up, left and right. Pick the feet up. Push the fabric to lift. Make sure it feels good on the neck once you're upside down. So it's not too much pressure. It's definitely enough support. You don't feel like you're going to slip out. Just as much as you need to for it to feel right. Taking the time to make those adjustments makes all the difference in this pose. Stop by. So, let me stop by. That looks good. Open right. Take a step. Like that. That just means it's more straight. A couple of good deep breaths in the restful pose. Amazing how being upside down just hits the spot some days. It's just like, oh, this is exactly what I needed. Take your time. Basically, you're indicating to me you're ready to move on whenever you sit up. No rush to it. We'll exit, grab each side, tilt the feet out. And then we're going to do some very large hip circles. Loosen up the hips just a little bit. Yeah, take a sip of water if you need. And then we're taking the fabric under the shoulder blades. That tends to be the most comfortable spot rather than right under the armpits. Under shoulder blades, and then we need to take all the slack out of the fabric. The feet walk back up right under palm line. So it's about the middle of the mat. Okay, this will be huge hula hoops. It'll look like this. You're circling around, the knees are nice and soft. I like to have the feet wide, but you can do that. So we'll start with one direction. Just circle around. You should be wide enough to not bump each other. Walk your feet back just a little bit. You look like you're, yeah, that's right about the plumb line. Good. Even feel how this can massage through the circle around all parts of the foot. Good. Pause for a second in the back. Take a breath. And switch directions. Do one more and then pause at the back. Reset the fabric to a slightly different spot. And then walk so that now the hips are under. Legs will go nice and wide. Hands press on the inner thighs, just helping the inner thigh stretch. Straighten our right leg. And straighten the left. Beautiful. Back through the center, work the knees to the ground underneath you. From here, you kind of have two options. So option one is just lift the fabric to the elbows, then use that to help you, push the hips forward until you're in a shoulder stretch. Sometimes that's really tight on the skin though. So that second option would be looking forward and lift the hands up until the fabric falls into your hands. Then use the grip to move into the shoulder stretch. That's okay. I have pretty open shoulders, so maybe I make it look easier than it is for you. That's it. You can kind of keep the hips over the knee, but the easier version, planting the hips more forward does require a bit more grip strength. So that does make it harder, but you might feel it more, so up to you. You can even take the opportunity for the heavy head to roll a little bit to the right. And roll a little bit to the left. Good. Free out the hands. Fabric comes in front of you, just in prayer position. Child pose, the hips are sitting back on the feet. Just feel that shift in the shoulders. Torso into it. Notice how your body shifts as you sway the hands a little bit to the right and stay. It's like you have to push the left hip back a little bit, and then that left side of the body is a little bit more in a long shape. Good. Back to the center. Opposite. The arms go to the left. So it's the right hip that pushes back and the right side body goes to stretch. Lean back to the center. Roll the spine up. The hands look under, all the way back up, and then separate just a little bit. So from here, lean back, and then start to lift the hips up. You could either pause for a second with a quad stretch or go all the way up to the back. Good. Arm strength pulls us up. Camel pose, and then we're kneeling. Now keep hips over knees, puppy pose. Arch the heart down. Straight arms is harder, bend elbows in here. Unarch the heart, roll the spine up. Step the right foot in front of you. Tuck the left toes. We're in a nice lunge. Let the hips go as low as they can in the lunge. And then lean the torso forward. 3 pulses, the front leg is going to try to straighten. And then bend again. 2. As the front leg now goes towards straight, rotate the back heel down, pyramid pose. Torso rises up. Slide the hands a bit wider so you can grip higher. They bunch up in a small ball as you switch legs. Yeah, sorry. Good. Okay, slide back down and then lean it back. Find the lunge shape first. Front leg straightens. And 2. And last one, stay. Soften the knees, spine up. Again, reset the grip higher. Up to a small ball, and feet are down underneath. Good for your body. Okay, so, good job. So, right foot steps directly into the fabric. This will be another just easy hamstring stretch for it. So, option to slide down, heart gets close to the thigh. Or hands up, splits, your choice. So that spot, kind of in this deep desire to want to open, to want to integrate, to want to be in harmony with the rest of the body. Torso rises up. You can either grip the right hand on the left strap for balance help, or just take the hands to the heart. We're gonna let this leg go wide and across a couple of times. Over 4, 3, 2, 1. Good catch with your balance. Good, it's coming back forward. Swivel the knee so that the foot is closer, and then lean forward into it. I recommend kind of flexing the foot rather than just kind of collapsing. Flex the foot and know that you have control over how deep this is. If you leave the hips a little bit more over the back leg and then just lean forward, that's more gentle. The hips trying to lean really far into it makes it more intense. So kind of go anywhere in between and make sure the knee's still. Good. Back up, the foot's back in the middle. You can either just step the foot out, step the other foot in, or swinging switch with a little pike hold for a moment. And right foot will step down. It's okay. So retransition it back in front and then hamstring. So either lean forward or split. Okay, rising up. Leg's gonna wave like a flag about 5 times. So either hold on for help or just let the leg go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and grab on, swivel the foot closer. Just lean forward is the easy version, or lean forward and send some weight forward. Foot flexed. Torso up. Leave this foot in how it is. Grip up high. Minimal swinging. Try to step the second foot next to the first. And pull the fabric right up to the hips. You got it. Knees wide on the outside, but make feet comfortable. That's it. So one arm at a time goes forward. And depending on how the weight of your body rests, maybe you can take hands to heart, or maybe you need to grip on. So this is a stopping spot. You don't have to go further than this. If you want to flip upside down, yep, you're welcome to dive forward. I like to try to take the fabric past the hip bones on each side because I leave myself forward. Good. I'm going to stay on the outside in case anybody feels like they're getting stuck and needs help out. Eventually coming to Stargazer. Let yourself rock to the left, roll a foot. Rock to the right, roll a foot. Back to be pretty much standing on your own. Take the right arm across the left strand. Left arm across the right. From here, start to lean forward. Don't let the fabric slip off your back, but you'll notice as you lean forward, each arm travels to that wider direction. I like to kind of tuck my chin, rest that on the closer arm. Back to the huge inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale down. Back up. And this time left crosses first and then right. Stand up, lean forward. Back, circle up. Walk the hips all the way under plumb line. This time we'll take right ankle on left thigh, and relax the weight of the hips down, the knee rotates over. Dropping right foot to floor, left ankle up, and relax the weight back down. Drop the foot, straighten the legs back, circle the knees forward. Same thing, straight back, circle forward. After the next one, reverse. So it'll be circling the legs back and straight. Circle back, straight. All right, 2 straight legs back. Clasp the hands behind the back. We'll take a little bit of a back bend as the hands try to pull weight. So straight legs is a little deeper. Bend knees will make it a little easier. Release the hands, walk backwards to stand up. And flip the fabric out in front of you. Walk back up to plumb line. The soft grip, a little wider than shoulders. Sway, or you can just hold it stillness. Soft bend of the knees, roll the spine up, step the right thigh inside. Reach up high, warrior 1, sink the weight forward. Then we'll take a twist. So left arm comes through. I even rest the left shoulder inside. Great. So nice and high, pushing into the fabric with that arm. Helps you to twist the spine a little more. Hold the right hand grips. Safely unwind the spine. Grip both hands on left. Rotate to warrior two. You open the arms. Yeah, you can always spread out the surface area. This one's really good. Grab the fabric, return the weight over stand leg. Inner thigh stretch, so flip fabric to ankle. Still grabbing on the left hands up, right hand is down, and sink the weight to the earth. Standing, face forward. Another moment for hamstrings. So maybe a full split this time, or same thing as before, just lean forward. Weight comes back, step the arch of the foot onto the middle of the fabric. Try to minimize weight as we stand up. Take the tree pose. With the left leg that needs to wrap around, good. The left arm comes through the center, pushes out. You want the foot to go higher, great. That's the heart. If you want a little challenge, you can take your left first two fingers, wrap it around the left big toe, and extend left leg out. Left, no, the other one, left, towards the same one as the leg. So from that inversion we did the last one, we had all that foot intensity. This one's intense in a different way. The other one was like a hug. This one's like downward pressure massage. So try to take 2 more breaths into that. The arch of the foot does so much work. Good. For exiting, right hand grips for safety, left hand grabs as soon as it can. Unwind left leg to a flamingo position. And with a tight grip, try to switch right leg to that same flamingo as you kneel down. So you can also just kneel with one knee and then switch way. So switch it from foot to knee and then the other knee. Yeah, you can try this. Got it. Okay. Whenever you get here, hands at about shoulder height. Tilt the knees forward. Arch under that. Okay, that one. Got it. Good work. Okay, pull the spine up. We'll exit, so grip a little higher. Use your leg strength to lift you up and back out. Good. And we've got left thigh in. Warrior one, sink forward. We'll twist. The right arm to up on the outer thigh. The right shoulder rests back. The left arm pushes into the fabric in front of your chest to help. Left hand for safety, grips up, unwind. Both hands grab to right as you rotate the toes to warrior two. Sink the hips forward to warrior two, maybe open arms, warrior two. grab on. Weight back over standing legs, flip to table. Reset hands on right side, right hand up, left hand down. And maybe sink weight. Back over the standing leg, facing forward. Hamstring movement, maybe the full splits. Maybe the easier, just leaning forward. Weight comes back. Step the arch of the foot into the glute. You can get that tree. So stand up. Minimal swinging. Wrap the right foot around. Right shoulder through. Foot can go high up to the thigh, or maybe grab to the big toe and send out. Couple of breaths of love to the foot. It's better in just a moment. It's like you can tell the body that intensity is only here for a time, and it's so beneficial for circulation. One more huge breath in, out. Left hand grabs for safety, right grabs as soon as it can. This time as we unwind the leg, send it forward, and then use that to help you just step forward, in front of the fabric. Face the fabric, wave it out. Gather about half of it while you're still facing it, and then step your right knee into the middle. Okay, your hands reach through the center, and you find the back ends of the basket. Once we're there, we're going to belly flop onto the fabric. Knee in first, belly flop. I like to free out my arms and let my head and my arms dangle. The very, very slight arch for the back. The tension relieving for the arms and head. You want this to be your Shavasana, or even just tuck the arms in to be your Shavasana today, more of a belly. That's absolutely fine. If you'd like more of a fetal position, you can roll to the side. If you'd like a final final vampire before going to Shavasana, flip around. Get your feet set up, rise upside down for a little while, last inversion. If you're doing that one, perhaps you'll just do the normal Shavasana when you're done, just like that. So at this point, it's kind of player's choice. Choose the version that feels good, whether you're taking that last inversion or just resting from this point. where you're at, we'll start to return, perhaps just deepen the breath a few rounds. Stretching out would feel really nice, extending arms to back walls, sway. It feels amazing to take the fetal position, rolling over to one side and then curling in, arching back. Movements feel good intuitively. Another 3 or 4 good breaths of whatever this is. Bring that to a comfortable seated spot when you feel ready. Hands joined together in front of the heart. You imagine, especially the Shavasana, really did work it of aligning everything together as needed. So take a huge breath and just feel your body more connected, more integrated, more aligned. Inhale. Relaxed exhale. With this type of alignment and harmony to lead us on, meet our day with a little bit more grace. So with this, let's wrap up the temperature together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May you be filled with light, happiness, peace. Namaste.